Gooners, this one has turned nasty very quickly. Gabriel Magalhaes went into Brazil's World Cup clash with Norway carrying the biggest individual battle of the night, because whenever Big Gabby and Erling Haaland lock horns, it never feels like just another game. Before kickoff, Haaland was all respect, calling Gabriel an amazing player, but once Norway dumped Brazil out and Haaland walked away with a brace, that respectful tone disappeared fast. The narrative quickly found its target, and Gary Neville was right at the front of it, going straight at our centre-back. So, did Gabriel really deserve all this heat, or were the pundits just waiting for one moment to pile on? That's where this story gets heavy. Neville didn't just point out a mistake, he sounded genuinely furious on commentary. Haaland's opening goal came when he drifted off Gabriel's shoulder, attacked the cross and headed Norway in front. But instead of focusing on the full picture, the lack of pressure on the ball or the space Norway had before the delivery, the spotlight landed straight on Gabriel. Neville claimed he was fuming with Gabriel, saying our defender knows Haaland better than almost anyone and should never have allowed him that kind of run. He argued Gabriel had to get tighter, block the movement and stop Haaland before the cross even arrived. Then came the line that turned this into a headline. Neville called it absolutely crazy. And once a pundit says that, on a massive World Cup night, rival fans don't hear context, they hear ammunition. Roy Keane joined in too, calling it poor defending, while Ian Wright admitted Gabriel should have checked his shoulder earlier. And look, we don't need to pretend Gabriel had a perfect moment there. Getting beaten by Haaland in a World Cup knockout game is painful, and Gabriel will know that better than anyone. But this is the part people are ignoring. Haaland is one of the most ruthless finishers in world football, and if you give him 1 inch, he can turn it into a whole narrative. With Norway sealing the 2-1 upset, the script was written before the final whistle even settled. Brazil were out, Haaland had his big moment, and Gabriel became the easiest name to drag into the noise. Rival fan accounts will clip the goal, strip away the build-up, and turn it into a stick to beat him with before the Premier League even returns. That's the part Gooners can see coming from a mile away, because when Gabriel wins those battles, people move on quickly. But when he loses one duel on the world stage, suddenly it becomes a character trial. That is why Neville's reaction matters. Not because criticism is forbidden, but because the football world loves turning one Arsenal mistake into a bigger story. And if this narrative follows Gabriel back to North London, you already know rival fans will try to drag it into the Premier League season. But Big Gabby isn't the type to hide from that kind of noise. If anything, the next Haaland battle just got even more personal. So this is no longer just about Brazil losing to Norway. It's about how quickly one moment can become a weapon against one of our most important players under Mikel Arteta. Gabriel had a painful night, no doubt, but the way this story is already being framed tells you exactly what kind of noise is waiting when the domestic season returns. What's your take on this, Gooners? Was Gary Neville making a fair point, or was this another classic pile-on because Gabriel wears an Arsenal shirt? Let us know in the comments below. If you want to stay ahead of every major Arsenal story this summer, smash the like button, subscribe to Arsenal Pulse, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. And as always, come on you Gunners.